So guys, I am back with yet another Borderlands 4 video, and today guys I bring you what in my opinion is the best all-round Harlowe build. This is a build that I've been requested to upload since day .1 playing Borderlands. You guys would have known if you've watched me from the very start. I've only really played Harlowe and this is the build I've always used. And the amount of comments I get from people asking what build are you using. Well, today guys I bring you a complete guide on what I've got going down here. How's it going guys? My name's DPJ, and if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps out, and if you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. So in regards to a name for this build, I'm just calling it Death from Above, which you'll understand exactly why I'm calling it this after I've explaining what's going down here. But yes, Death from Above sounds about right to me. Let's go. So as a Harlowe main, using it from day one, building up, trying to get the best of both worlds in regards to mobbing enemies and bosses. That's exactly what I have here. Now I ain't gonna say it's the strongest boss killing build in the game, it probably isn't with all the crit builds out there, but what I will say is I absolutely annihilate bosses, I annihilate mobs of enemies, and I have tons of fun at the same time, and that is what it's all about. Now I've built this in a way I haven't seen anyone else build a Harlowe build. I mean, my main point of focus was indeed mobbing those groups of enemies, farming drill sites and things of that nature, and being able to take down everything in quick fashion. But then at the same time, people also taking out bosses in no time at all, and that's what I have for you today. So the basics and where this all started. So it started with me early game farming Splash Zone, literally the first few days of the game, and discovering the Fireworks Shield. Now the Fireworks Shield, if you do not know, still one of the best in the game. It basically allows you when you are killing enemies or taking damage, it spawns them homing missiles that just seek out and destroy targets. This in the midst of a, like, let's say a vault, a Ripper drill site when there's enough enemies, does absolutely ridiculous things. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and build something around this, and that's exactly what I indeed did and have achieved. So yeah, that's one of the main points of this build, was the actual Fireworks Shield, which we'll come to in a second. But yes, I wanted to concentrate on just basically shooting targets, that damage spreading to other targets in a goodest fashion as you're ever going to see, and that's what I've built here today. That was the first point in regards to this Harlowe build, and then obviously boss damage was the second point, but I've just combined them both and I have achieved something pretty cool. So yeah, so the build itself, again, the Fireworks is where we'll start. This drops from Splash Zone, which I'm pretty sure you all know already. I've got the Mad Fireworks version, which is slightly different. It only has 2 perks on it, but it has bundled the standard perk on kill, spawns missiles that home in on nearby enemies, dealing so and so damage each. But I also have Missile Swarm on Armor Segment Break. This has 3 armor segments. Launches 5 missiles. This is normally 3, but launches 5 missiles, each dealing so and so damage. The Mad Fireworks always launches 5 missiles, so that's the one you want to be looking out for this build. Also Radiation as well. Harlowe, incredible. Now my class mod, I'm using the Scientist. This drops from the Radix Vault boss. It's got a lock perk of splash damage, which is great, but it could be much better. I've also got shotgun damage on this, but I've got another one. I'm just waiting for another Firmware class mod to change this up, but here this one's great as well. It adds gun damage instead of just one dedicated weapon in shotguns. But you can see here, whenever Harlowe shocks an enemy, she automatically entangles and irradiates that enemy. Whenever Harlowe entangles an enemy, electric arc shoot from the enemy at nearby or other nearby enemies. Again, this is just working together. We're dealing one enemy, just deals damage to multiple enemies in the surrounding area. Same with those missiles from the Fireworks Shield, and same with many other instances of this build. But yes, this is absolutely great. So yeah, okay, so the Repkit I'm using is the shiny war paint. Now I was initially using the triple bypass, but I just can't get a better roll than this. I mean, Heart Pump's great with 3 charges, but Splat just doesn't work for my build at all. I don't need it. I farmed, this comes from Backhive, I farmed in for so long, just can't get a better version of it. But the war paint, the shiny war paint, this drops from the Meathead Riders, the old straight Ripper drill site. This has on it Chrome. On use grants a plus 30% fire rate and plus 30% movement speed for 15 seconds, and reduces Repkit cooldown by 2 seconds each time damage is taken. But I also have Enrage, which is great. On use grants an increase to all damage dealt by plus 30% and all damage taken by plus 15% for 15 seconds. Either or, this is incredible, guys. For damage output, it really is. Again, this drops from the Meathead Riders. Now, Grenade, this one is completely up to you. I know a lot of people are opting for the Crit Knife. This is a post Crit Knife nerf build. I don't want the Crit Knife to be a part of this build because I knew eventually that thing is going to get a nerf, and it's not really needed on Harlowe. I mean, if you're going for a crit build, maybe, but an all-round build like this, it's not needed at all. So I've gone for the Waterfall. The Waterfall drops from the Bio Bulkhead, but you can use the Fire Pot's a great grenade, the Swarm's a great grenade. You can get some amazing epics that work here, but this isn't a massive part of this build, so this can be swapped out for whatever you indeed want and enjoy using. We then, guys, have an enhancement. Now, again, I'm going for missiles spawning in, doing crazy amounts of damage, and that's what we have. Boom Puppy. On kill, guns with the Torg licensed parts have a 50% chance to cool down a missile barrage on a nearby enemy. Because I love using the bod, which my bod has a Torg licensed sticky magazine, these things paired together are absolutely incredible. But there's many enhancements you can swap this out for, guys, that also do great things. It's another thing like the grenade you can swap this out for. It isn't a necessity, it really ain't, but I just like it. And with this one I got gun damage, gun critical damage, and sniper rifle critical damage is all stacked together with the bod, because obviously with all round it counts as a shotgun and an assault rifle, a sniper rifle and a pistol and an SMG. So yeah, the Boom Puppy, again paired with this build, paired with the fireworks, paired with the scientist, paired with the darts we spring off with the class, the skill tree we'll come to in a second. It's absolutely insane, people. Now, in regards to firmware you want on these, well, what I like to use is bullets to spare. Gun fire rate is increased by plus 5%, and gun magazine size is increased by 20%. So I'll go 2 into this. I mean, the magazine size is what I wanted here, because they're just obviously a bigger magazine size and more damage output. You're going to do more DPS, etc, etc. And with this build, which I'll explain in a second, in regards to boss killing, the bigger your clip and the faster it fires, the more damage you're going to theoretically do. But so yeah, bullets to spare, and then we use, guys, airstrike. We got splash damage radius, splash damage, and we have on kill, drop a missile strike on nearby enemies. Again, people, we have got missiles coming from everywhere on this build. Missiles, tracking projectiles, all that good shit. So yeah, airstrike is another one I knew was in the game, so I wanted to experiment with it on this build, and that's exactly what we've done. Now, in regards to weapons here, Katagawa's Revenge is absolutely brutal. The electric mode of this thing, if you get this roll as well, the Jacob's licensed accessory, is unbelievable, guys. This drops from a driller hole, but it's a sniper rifle, and you'll see footage of this on screen. Now, if you shoot it, get a crit shot, the amount of these little storm clouds, shall we say, they are storm clouds, that deal crazy damage. This thing absolutely obliterates all, guys. So yeah, the Katagawa's Revenge is a great weapon. The bod, I don't need to explain. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this weapon. It's one of the best in the game, in my opinion. It drops from Axmal. If you want to get one, try and get one with Torg licensed sticky magazines if you plan on using Boom Puppy. If not, it's still great either or, guys, but you want a secondary fire, consumes a different ammo. I think it drops on all, but if you get pistol or sniper, I believe those are the two most powerful you can get on this. Use it in that mode, it deals more damage. It's just a great weapon all round, guys. It really is. And again, in regards to weapon specific stacking damage, it all works towards this weapon. So yeah, just a great weapon. We then, guys, have the Convergeance, which is another incredible weapon. It just is. I mean, you probably already know about this already. If you get this version of it, it's just a monster. And again, you'll see footage of this on screen now. Now, the Convergence drops from Bramble Song, if I do remember off the top of my head, which is quite an easy boss to take out. Drop rates are a bit stingy, but either or, guys, incredible weapon. And then, guys, I love to use the Wombo Combo. The Wombo Combo is just one of the best assault rifles in the entire game. It's just got a high mag. It deals crazy damage with those rip rockets. firing those rockets at the same time. It's just a beast of a weapon. And again, as I said earlier, with this build and the skill trees and stacking the damage and the action skill damage and the skill damage and then gun damage, the more ammo you have, the faster it fires, the more damage you're going to do. Wombo Combo is great for this instance. So yeah, now the Wombo Combo drops from the Ripper Roadbirds, the Soul's Clench Ripper Drill Site, I do believe. Quite actually, they're not actually stingy with their loot drops, to be honest, they really ain't. Okay, so onto the skill tree, and let me just explain exactly how this works. So what we're doing is we're stacking skill damage and action skill damage to a point of we're using our Chroma Accelerator to trigger our gun damage. And the way it works is the more action skill and the more skill damage we have, the more weapon damage we get. But the way it works is, guys, it stacks, or it applies damage, the bonus damage, on top of our weapon's standard damage. I.e., if we have a high level weapon and a low level weapon, the damage added to both of them is going to be the exact same. And that's why I said earlier, if you have a faster firing, more ammo in the clip weapon, you're going to be dealing more damage overall. If you have a weapon that fires out more projectiles at once, like the Convergeance, the bod, it's going to be doing more damage. And so that's the way it works, guys. So whether it's a low level weapon or a high level weapon, the damage on top you get from using this build and this action skill and the Chroma Accelerator in regards to that gun damage is going to be the same. So you want to be looking for weapons which shoot out multiple projectiles in quick fashion, something with a high magazine and a quick fire rate. They all work wonders with this build, especially if they're radiation. Obviously, you just get even more damage. Okay, so onto our skill tree and what we're using here. We may as well start with what we get in regards to extra benefits from our class mod, the scientist here. So we do indeed get, guys, I believe this right here, which is indeed action at a distance. Whenever Harlowe applies a status effect to an enemy, she gains a chance to apply that status effect to each entangled enemy. Not bad at all. We also, guys, get this thing right here, which is also amazing. Periodic table flip. Harlowe gains increased elemental damage, status effect, application chance, and cryo effectiveness. Elemental damage is a plus 12%. We have a status effect application chance by plus 12% and a cryo effectiveness of a plus 12%. We also, guys, get this right here, experimentation. Kill skill. Killing an entangled enemy causes an elemental explosion on all other entangled enemies, and we get 3 in this too, so not bad from our class mod in regards to what it's applying to indeed our skill tree. But we're going to start, guys, in where you want to be spending your points, and that is with the main, which is a Chroma Accelerator. There's a few things here that are an absolute must. Again, the way this build works, neutron capture is just an absolute must, as I explained earlier, with our damage from our action skill and transferring it to our weapons. This is just the pinnacle, one of the pinnacles of this build. Okay, so firstly, 5 into field ready prototype. Harlowe gains increased action skill damage with a plus 30% by putting 5 points into this. Absolutely massive, guys. Again, action skill damage, the more we have, the more gun damage we have when we trigger this Chroma Accelerator. We then, guys, want elementary. Harlowe gains increased elemental damage and status effect damage plus 20% in each. Beautiful. Then, guys, you want to be equipping this augment, no two which ways about it. Put this thing on. You then, guys, want to be using enrich. Harlowe gains increased radiation damage with a plus 21% radiation damage. Absolutely nutty. Now, the 2 extra points I needed here to go down, I mean, you could put one in elephant's foot if you want. This isn't too bad. I prefer cyclotron because it's increased fire rate. The quicker you can fire, the more DPS you're doing, obviously. So yeah, why not? But hey, you can put one in there and one in this if you want to. That's completely up to you. You then, guys, will be coming down. You want to be putting in Poison Sun. Harlowe gains increased radiation damage and irradiation chance. And this is a 30% radiation damage and a 60% irradiation chance. I mean, put 5 into this paper. We then, guys, want to be putting into Fissile Launcher, as I mentioned earlier, with those darts. Just tracking other enemies. They don't do massive damage, but what they apply to them is more so what we want here. Whenever Harlowe damages an irradiated enemy or an entangled enemy, shoots a radiation dart at another enemy. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. We then, guys, have 3 in Chain Reactor. Harlowe deals bonus radiation damage to entangled enemies. Everything's going to be entangled on the battlefield once you put up that Chroma Accelerator with this build, guys. So you're going to be dealing damage to absolutely everybody, and we get a bonus radiation damage of 18% of damage dealt. Madness. And then, guys, the other the capstone we want is Demon Core. As Harlowe's unstable energy pocket travels, it shoots radiation darts at enemies. Whenever Harlowe entangles an enemy while the action skill is active, automatically irradiates that enemy. I mean, what is a nut to love? I mean, that action skill cooldown's got 42 seconds, and the radiation dart damage is over 4,000. But we have no cooldown on this build, guys, and I'll show you how that is done in a quick second. But yes, Demon Core, a massive part of this build. Okay, so we're going to move to the right here, and we want to be using Mechanical Brilliance. Whenever Harlowe damages an enemy with a skill, she gains increased skill damage. This effect stacks up to a 50% with 5 points spent here. So yeah, beautiful people, make sure you're using this. Okay, so we're going to move now across to the green tree. And then, guys, we have here in Momentum, whenever Harlowe entangles an enemy, she and her allies deal increased critical hit chance or critical hit damage. So this is perfect for this. I mean, the more critical hit damage we can do, the quicker things die. What's not a lot to love here? I mean, get this thing 5 points into this, absolute must. We then, guys, have Neutron Decay. Whenever Harlowe irradiates an enemy, she gains increased gun damage. This effect stacks 10% per stack, guys. 5 stacks into this, 50%, absolutely insane. And when we use our Chroma Accelerator and everything's being irradiated, guys, this thing's just brutal. We then, guys, have Resonance Cascade. Whenever Harlowe deals radiation damage to an enemy, she gains increased action skill damage, and this effect stacks, people. I mean, it's just one big cycle of doing constant damage. It really is. So yes, make sure you put in 3 into this too. And then, guys, what we have is Confirmative Reality. Whenever Harlowe shoots an entangled enemy, she and all allies restore a portion of their action skill cooldown. 1 point is all that's needed in this. 1 point is all that's needed in this, because when you use, again, that Chroma Accelerator, everything's getting entangled, guys. Everything's getting irradiated, and that effect's spreading across the entire battlefield. A few bullets, a quarter of a clip into an enemy, if it survives that long, you get your action skill back, meaning you can repeat this cycle of using the Chroma Accelerator over and over. So yeah, absolutely incredible, people, it really is. And then, guys, we have the 0 point action skill. We have this one right here, Parallel Circuit. After triggering and re-triggering the action skill, Harlowe gains increased gun damage. 5 points here, guys, gives us a plus 30% gun damage, and this thing just stacks up with what we have going down here. It really does. So yeah, that's the action skill. I mean, that's the skill tree and what I use here in regards to this Harlowe build. And as you're seeing on screen, guys, the damage this thing can do. And again, it's an all-round build. It's meant for not just one thing. It's not just meant for bosses. It's meant for mobbing groups of enemies too. This thing is just a great all-round build. And again, I've used it since day one, more or less. I've built towards it. And what I've got here just is absolutely perfect in every sense of the matter. So yeah. Okay, so in regards to specializations, it's all in regards to how far you've come along and played the game. I've done it all, so yeah. So the things that I'm using here mainly are Riddle You This. Whenever the Vault Hunter deals gun damage, gain a stack of Riddle You This, increasing gun damage. And then using I Am a Gun. Action skill damage now benefits from increases to gun damage, and action skill damage is 50% of increases to gun damage. Pretty cool. And then using Compounding Afflictions. Enemies take increased damage for each status effect applied to them. Why not? And lastly, guys, I'm using the Honed Mind. Action skills gain a chance to critical hit enemies and also gain increased action skill critical hit damage. And you can see right there, guys, what we get from this. Absolutely insane, people. So how did you use this build? Well, it's actually quite simple. There's not much of a setup that's required. You simply, guys, to get maximum damage, you shoot out your Chroma Accelerator, pop your Repkit, trigger that Chroma Accelerator's explosion, and there, guys, you have around 10 seconds to get that damage out. But by this point, guys, if you're using a weapon which will regen your action skill, you'll have your Chroma Accelerator yet again to spam it out yet again, guys. And all while this is happening, whether you're fighting a boss or if you're fighting tons of mobs, there will be tons and tons of missiles flying everywhere, causing death from above. And that's basically it, people. If I was to say what's the best weapon to use with this, that's just scenario dependent. I mean, the Katagawa's Revenge is absolutely a monster. The Bud's unreal, as you all know. The Convergence is also incredible. Assault rifles like Lucian's Flank and the Wombo Combo can also be amazing. But actually, guys, you know what? I spoke about weapons earlier on in the video, but many weapons can be great with this build. I mean, it's just about you experimenting. If you get one with radiation on, try it out. There's no doubt it's going to be incredible on this build. But yeah, simple as that, people. And well guys, there we have it for my Harlowe build. Again, an all-round mobbing, boss killing build. That's what I've been using. So if you've been interested in what you've been seeing on my channel and in my videos in regards to my Harlowe build, this is exactly what I have been indeed taking advantage of. Guys, if you did enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps me out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And hopefully guys, I will see you on that next one.